deserve better. Shallowick has got to go.
What's up everybody, Stankie here, and today we're taking a look at the new Stormbringer buff, and if it changes anything. So, Tempest now deals 30% increased damage to your primary target, and 25% damage to your secondary target's hit. Awakening Storm damage increased by 30%. Stormcaller now increases crit damage by 10% up from 5. All in all, these are pretty substantial buffs for single target. Early sims say around 5%, but Stormbringer is hard to sim, and it's not optimized as far as I know, so take it with a grain of salt. Regardless, this buff is great, as it means we might actually play it for a few fights in the raid. Sprocketmonger comes to mind, but it's also of course an AoE increase due to Tempest splash damage buff. Now I've been running keys as Stormbringer just to get a feel for it before the buffs kick in, and it's already very competitive in M+, and it will get even better when we get the buffs. I mean, on pure uncapped Gigachad floorhead pulls, Totemic will always win, as Totemic uncapped damage is absolutely insane, but on smaller pulls or boss/priority damage, Stormbringer just slaps the hell out of it. And they really don't do bad AoE at all, they just don't have the explosive 30 million burst potential that Totemic has. However, you also don't die 5 globals into a big pull as Stormbringer, which you know is a welcome change. So this buff really just brings Stormbringer and Totemic a lot closer, and we're instead actually given a choice. Some keys, some comps will prefer Stormbringer and some Totemic. If you take Stormbringer in Priory, for example, massive pulls that greatly benefits Totemic. However, as Stormbringer you can funnel an insane amount of damage into the mini bosses like Sullyman, making them die around the same time as the rest of the mobs, or burn down a knight to get fewer shouts, blow up a paladin while still doing good AoE damage, just not always Totemic level burst. Or in, say, Workshop, first pull, Stormbringer is not great compared to Totemic, but the big pulls before second boss, we can absolutely delete the waste processing unit, and for the rest of the dungeon you mostly have small pulls, making Stormbringer shine. And heck, if you bring one of those fancy unholy DKs, you got the massive AoE part covered, and Stormbringer just focuses on deleting priority mobs, being there's a lot more choice now. I doubt Stormbringer will be the default for M+, but I do think if you're pushing, you'll be playing a few dungeons as Stormbringer and a few as Totemic. And overall, you can be a little more creative now, which I like. Plus, Stormbringer is really fun, and if you haven't tried Stormbringer in Season 2, it plays a bit different from Season 1. At its core, it's the same, you spew out spenders and blast them with Tempest. How your Stormstrike and Wind Fury actually do a big part of your damage, so your whole toolkit actually matters. I mean, Crash Lightning absolutely trucks with the Force at bonus, and you actually use it a lot. Yay. And I'll of course release new Stormbringer guides for both M+ and Raid, so make sure to lightly tap that notification bell. I just gotta spend a few more hours on dummies and run a few more keys, cause I am a rusty Stormbringer pumper. Now, if you have any questions at all, hit me up in the comments or become a patron, Twitch sub, or YouTube member and gain access to my Discord. Shoutouts and videos and a whole lot of gratitude, it really helps me out. Thank you all for watching, I will see you in the next enhancement video.